I am finally installing the transmission, the clutch, and the engine into my blue E30 that I am LS3 swapping. I am putting in a Tremec Magnum F, which fits perfectly into this chassis that I did build with Tremec transmissions a few weeks ago, along with the LS3 that is cammed. And I'm installing the center force flywheel, center force clutch, which is a single disc lightweight clutch, which will be absolutely perfect on the track and for what I'm using this car for. And also the center force slave cylinder that I am pairing with an entire Willwood setup for the master cylinders and the pedals. So let's go get this stuff into the car.
I can take these off, right? You don't want these on here?
Yeah, we can take this off.
Just go down slow.
Try to stuff it in there like that. Like that.
Right there.
Yep, keep going. Think we can make that work.
Line them up like that.
Yeah, and then just torque down those bolts and it's good to go.
Yeah.
I chose to do the light metal center force clutch, which is only 11 inches in diameter. It is lightweight, it's gonna be snappy, and it's gonna be perfect for this car since this is a track-only vehicle that I will be, only taking to car events and bringing it to the track at Radford, since I am now a Motorsports Club member, which I can go to the track whenever I want. It is paired with a lightweight billet flywheel, which is also amazing, helps with the snappiness, and having a lower rotational mass will help with the revs and RPMs popping up faster, so it'll be a little bit difficult to drive on the street if I ever were to do that, so this is definitely a track-oriented setup.
See on your crank, there's an outer bore and then an inner bore. See? I think we're just gonna use the inner bore. The pilot bearing's either gonna sit on this shoulder or in the back of this shoulder. See how there's two?
Yeah.
1, 2.
You Loctite these up?
Yeah.
You just drown these, right?
No. Settle down. 2 drops. Just put 2 drops.
I know.
You're stressing me out now.
Oh yeah.
What kind of tool did you get? You got the funky one.
This is the best one ever.
Really?
I use this all the time, girl.
What the heck?
Try it. Trust me.
Bent like that?
Yeah, for sure.
How does that not mess with your wrist?
No, just spin it. Keep pressure here.
What?
Straight.
Isn't it easy like a 90 and then you go like that?
Oh.
What? Okay, now 74.
You need a stool.
Come on, we're young here. Oh boy. Let me go around and check.
Give me a warning next time.
It's only 74 pounds.
Only.
Easy.
All right, grab the clutch disc over there. Bearing, grab your pilot bearing too. Yeah.
Yep. The inner. So it looks like there's a seal in here. See the black seal right there?
Yeah.
That's what you want out towards the transmission.
Yeah, so like this is the bearing side, cage side. This is the bearing cage. Remember how I told you never press on that? Anything that holds the bearings, you never press on those. You always want to get on like a solid surface. Like basically we're just gonna use a socket and like tap this in.
Okay.
But if you put a little bit of oil on here, just to give it a little bit of.
Can do that. We have all sorts of assembly lube, or you just want regular oil. Okay, so the curved side faces you, and where the bearing thing is goes towards the inside of the engine.
Install the pilot bearing seal side and or part number towards the transmission.
Is this the thing that people use like sandwich bread to take out?
It basically creates like a hydrolock. You put it inside there and it basically pushes out from the back side. You can use like paper towel, you can use like whatever.
That's what they're doing?
Yeah, so if you pack it in this hole and then you take your thing and whack it, it pushes it behind it and pops it out.
Oh, that makes sense.
So like,
Nice.
nice aggressive clutch.
Very.
You're like very, actually get that spline tool.
And it should hold itself up.
Yeah, what am I thinking?
There we go.
Do this.
Do we need Loctite on these or no?
You could put a dot of it on there. We didn't put the block plate on.
The dust shield?
Yeah.
Oh, troublemaker, a little bolt. Oh, it's on the tire.
Couple of more. There you go. That
Good.
should be good. It should be. Yeah.
Yeah, now there's plenty of room. Wow, that's pink.
I'm gonna wait till the trans gets on here.
So pretty. This side, right? I guess.
So we're gonna take a depth measurement to the fingers.
So you're laying a flat against the surface of the bell housing
Right.
and then just measuring to the teeth of the clutch.
Yep, to the pressure plate fingers. So you're about 2 3/8 inches. So then we'll take a measurement on the transmission, and then we'll try to get the bearing somewhere in the center of the bearing adjustment, the bearing throw. Do you want me to push the bearing in and then you can take a measurement?
Sure.
Okay. This is self-adjusting, so you want this like
So-
somewhere in the middle. So
So where am I measuring from exactly?
from the ruler surface here
to
to
that?
this.
Oh,
You're about 2 3/8.
yeah.
So this bearing, you're right in the middle of the bearing's throw.
So it's not bottomed out or
So
maxed
it's not
out.
bottomed out or maxed out. Self-adjusting, so that will be like perfect. It will self-adjust, it will keep moving forward as your clutch wears.
Now, if we
That's the
measured
idea.
it and it was either maxed out or bottomed out, what are the options?
So the options are to either put a spring behind the bearing to move it forward, or get a smaller bearing to move it back. So if you have a twin disc clutch, obviously you're not going to use this much throw.
Yeah,
So the twin disc clutch, you'll use a shorter bearing.
so you have to get a whole different bearing.
Yes.
Sweet. This is like an OEM style for the LS1.
Right,
so-
this is an LS1 throw bearing.
Yeah.
So now you just have to bolt this on, put your line on, and we can mock this up to the bell housing and engine.
It is finally time to get the engine into the E30. I've read everywhere, many people that have done these LS swaps, they have always had to drop the front subframe like literally 5 times because of many reasons, including the headers with the steering shaft. So people put the headers in, not realizing the steering shaft goes through. Joel thought of an amazing idea of disassembling the steering shaft and assembling it while basically the engine and headers is in the car, because hopefully you could press it in. I ended up dropping the subframe like 2 inches, and I just put the header, this driver's side header in the car with the steering shaft through the middle of the header before getting the engine in the car. Now this will make it a little bit more difficult lining the engine with the motor mounts, but I have 2 helping hands here, 2 helping sets of hands here to hopefully not let the engine hit anywhere inside the engine bay, because I do want to protect the pretty white paint. So this is just kind of setting in there. But it's exactly where it needs to go, so we won't have to drop the subframe anymore. But I'm excited to finally get this engine in the car, and then there's still a lot more details we have to go after that. But But we got the clutch on, we've got the bell housing on. We're gonna try to figure out the transmission once the engine's in the car. Hopefully we don't have to drop it again. So clutch and bell housing's on, and then hopefully we'll just line up the nice Tremec transmission, the Magnum F right onto our bell housing, and we'll see how well it fits into this chassis. Which it should fit because I tried to line it up. The Magnum F fits perfectly through the shift hole.
Okay. What do you want me?
Motor.
Let's take these out, because
I would almost rather do this because I don't know how quickly this reacts, and I don't want to drop it.
like the
If
lift
you
is
feel
like,
comfortable, like I just don't want it to like.
I feel more comfortable manipulating that versus the lift.
Yeah, it's really.
So I'm good right
it's
here.
Brand new.
I'm good right here then.
And it's brand new.
And you're gonna do that, and okay. That seem like it's pretty centered, or looks pretty centered.
Yeah, we'll just have to,
So can I start coming down a little bit?
yeah, it's great.
Oh yeah, go slow.
Hey, that's all you.
Oh, nice. So rude.
Oh God, it's falling forward.
Whoa, why did it move?
Just make
Watch
sure
that balancer.
that balancer's gonna hit.
You gotta go in. How's that? Down? Good.
We're good. Yep. Internals. Good.
Hi, Kayla. Hey, be nice to me.
There's like 4 inches to move the hammer and it doesn't do anything. There you go.
Knees.
Give me the heavy side.
I got these for you. They're both heavy. It's all
Holy
heavy.
smokes.
It's all heavy, dude. That's why I said I don't want to do this twice, you know?
Lifted your legs, not your back.
Mm-hmm. She is sexy.
Is that on there good?
Yeah, if I hold it. He did a good job powder coating it, didn't
They killed it.
he? Hold on to it.
Just communicate a lot.
Just hold on to it. Don't let it come off there for any reason. That will be our first major communication.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going
You're
up.
good. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's clearing it, I think. I can't see from your
Yeah,
angle.
you're good, you're good.
I'm
Keep
holding
going
it.
up. Just keep going up. But get your hand out of there, girl, or you're gonna smash it.
Yeah, you guys got it?
I got it. I think. Go ahead.
I can't see your side, so let me know.
All right, hold on. Can I come forward now?
Not very much. You have to go up more still.
Because if I can come forward, like I want to put the jack underneath the trans more like that. All right, keep going up.
What should we do? Try to lift it up into there?
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, jumped in. Okay.
There, it's in. Like, put the jack.
It's sitting on the
Put
tail
the-
of the jack on this lip here. I'm like, why is that not moving? I touched
So,
it,
like, put the jack up just a little bit. Well,
Picture, selfie. Oh my gosh.
You guys will never get that car done.
It looks so cool. Now we just can't ever drive it.
I hate when they don't.
The transmission and engine are now in the car, and I topped it off with a Billet Specialties little shift stick, which will pair perfectly with a Tremec ball. We did have to cut out the trans tunnel just a bit to fit the rubber boot that comes on the short throw shifter. We don't want any rips or tears in that rubber boot from the Tremec transmission, so we did have to cut it out a little bit, and it gives a little bit more wiggle room for shifting around, so we won't have any problems with that. But this is what it looks like right now. Finally, all put together with the transmission, the engine, all the center force goodies into the car. And thanks again, Tremec, for helping me install this at my own garage. I can't believe how good this Tremec Magnum F fits in this chassis. It was just hitting on these little pieces on the trans tunnel, but with a quick little hammer, it slid up pretty easily other than the reverse lockout, but we were able to keep the reverse lockout, which was great. But this yellow powder coating turned out so good, and it matches the entire theme of this Miami Vice Retro Wave car. I'm so excited to be shifting this down the street soon, and it's so cool that I can say that I built this Tremec transmission myself at Tremec, so I'm over the moon excited to get this thing started. I want to say shout out again to Center Force and Tremec and Will Wood for working with me on this build and in this video.